Forget to do what you love. Listen to do what you love. So let's change to love what you do so you get unexpected gift. Listen, here is an example of best experience to focus only do what you love. Love what you do give impact of life for long term of success. You can see the low quality of life if you are not prepared. Do what you love, don't really do much more than just giving straight when it's not getting the result you want. You change from do what you love to love what you do. Now to show you what I mean, love what you do give impact of life for long term of success. There are many people start follow the dream to do what they love, but they do not enjoy what they do to get the result, which cause to lose their hope of success at a very bad feeling to try and move on as it has so much stress and out of life balance. Usually, I just wouldn't want to do what I love, but I have not been after anything that's closer to go for a while. So I want to figure it out how to be a successful person, but also listen the goal of all area of life and put all my energy into the right work, strategy, and it's fun in what I do. It's not a top when you are starting, but isn't bad after over 6 months of stepping up this to seeing personal growth, especially when you think just how far you went from the day one. My strategy was just to increase one way upgrading my mindset by affirming to who I am to what I want to help immersion what I think of who I want to be, and that is nothing too much. And then I just spend 15 minutes every morning affirm what I want and reminding who I am with focusing on positive thoughts I could create and expand in the days since I tried doing this for a few years. It's totally powerful and creating who I really am in a positive way of success that other failure were not focusing on. Oh yeah. And as a result of this success, I redesign and enjoy every process of what I do and totally changing in everyday life. Let that in starting point to do what you love. Yes, love what you do. I mean, what's so hard about that? Putting simple only ideal don't work because it limits your work effort to overcome any situations. They shall love what they do because of the amount of time people spend mostly in daily events is known as career path and personal life, and to spend a lot of time spending in finding way to overcome hard situations too because you want to have a better life. You can get, and this is really hard to do, and ideally longer searching way to overcome situation, and that is even harder to good at handle or fix tough situation. You can see your percentage in capability of handling situation for professional life and personal life, which I would recommend checking out or hitting subscribe to catch our video that's coming soon. The second reason to love what you do is because of worthwhile reward to yourself. If you don't enjoy what you do, it's slightly less likely to reward yourself ahead of so much joy what you do. Now your self-esteem ready to claim that you are worthy of any gift for who you are and deserve of all the best to offer you a chance of enjoying what you do. To build this, you need to start making decisions on what words you would tell yourself to help establish what your self-esteem is all about, so you can trust your self-accountability. It seems unfair that you always have less of a chance of getting what you love than choosing love what you do with more powerful and driving force, but really it is the only way that you will be so proud of yourself. Results are always showing the best self-esteem. I mean, if I argue to pick between two choices with exactly the same result, one, love what you do and getting what you love. Second, bored with what you do and getting what you want. One would from a person who has no idea why you do what you do, and another who has been developing to their wire to love what they are doing. So one would you pick to ensure being proud of yourself in each day and winning day of goal you decide. It has the best experience to get around this. You need to enjoy what you are doing with low pressure, and some opinion from others with this video will share and teach you to handle it. By the way, if you can't see yet, it's because it's in a few days. Now you might find that means love what you do has highly impact to your self-confidence and loving who you are, but really need to start here and just starting practice in everyday life for something you will be so proud of yourself for long term. You can find special support from everyone and everything to help build that self-confidence and enjoy yourself that you want to be proud of all the time.
The reason to love what you do is because nobody is actually looking for those innate growth. That might seem obvious, but if you are not creating such passion like obsessed with what you do, that show you how much inner power that is for paying full out to what you do and getting your goal easier than you ever expect. Then you actually have idea. If you feel so happy to go out in activity in front of you, you might have passions and think you are fine because you write in your notebook and you see it, but other minds not doing that. Also, your methods of trying to work out how much love what you do have, that is by looking at other successful people in the passion that you need to be careful of selecting, because their point of view could come in multiple ways. They could give you OLL, they could give you a practical without who you truly are. If you are serious about growing in self-potential, you can check more and learn self-masterclass. There is a link in below. The next reason love what you do is because you grow self-love and people around you reflect as what you can control emotion to control of joy as long as you work on what you love and what you don't love. It takes time to learn and improve your joy in what you do. In fact, I tend to find that enjoy to love what you do take 90 days doing same thing, so it starts automatically without controlling of emotion to join in what you do. They are kind of need to earn that place because love yourself and people around you is unlikely just dump your mind. When you do good at the start, you got to outperform outstate and you could have there working hard for confirming joys and happiness, have lots of improvement and learning and have been doing that for periods of time. So for this channel, bear the self-success and experience of all good habits on what I did over 5 years down the line. Many self-experience we make don't really get many results in itself in the first few months, and then suddenly a few years down the line, bam, the self ranking is to the top after fully joy of the self process. And the joy of love what you do is doing that job, so you need to stay patient, just your improvement of love what you do in at least 3 months when you have data in your analysis and then react. Bringing on to the next reason to love what you do, and that's because you are seeing your own productivity. I went through my stats and found as many goals as I could that has very high result of income and lifestyle and enjoy what I do every day. I also level up my goal to make more income as a result, not all of them but very good amounts. Eventually start to get better life, and once again both in result of expert in what I do, but enough you can achieve what you want. In fact, if you have discipline without love, what you do that is painful than you thought, the length of time, and they're getting fulfilled in the end, then you should just do this. You got nothing to lose at all and everything to gain, and over that time period you will have gotten better at practicing and improving love what you do. So I highly recommend doing it. And I will see you in the next video.